Good morning, teammates. Yeah, it's no sound because it wasn't on yet. Anytime you guys log on and you see a blue screen, obviously there's no sound and there's no picture. So, um, all the all the week can all do better. Got blown out. I know, right? Got blown away. Come on in. I don't know what that means. Good morning. Hey, Shower Beasley. Cheryl Denise. Ezekiel, Unicorn. I know that's right, Unicorn. Don't worry. We're going to get into it. Betty Galloway. Hey, friend. I was just getting ready to lay down. You can go lay down. You're going to sit up for some of this, trust me. Dawn Clark. Hey, I know you turned in early last night. Precious Thomas. Hello. Let me see. Kiki Watts. Hi. Oh, hi, Myra. Veronica, Stephanie was the first one in. Hi, Stephanie. Hey, Sharnette. Hey, China. Latrice. Misty. Bridget said, I was getting ready to go to sleep. Guess not. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. All right, y'all. So y'all know I usually don't wait 10 minutes for everyone to get in because I want to be respectful of your time. You got here on time or when the production started. And so I want to go ahead and get into it. I'm washing clothes and watching Twilight Zone. You know what? Right. This is the time of year where the Twilight Zone and what's the other one? The Honeymooners. They usually run marathons like through the first of the year. Ezekiel, you funny. Hey Tammy. Hey everyone. Desi said, hey everyone. Glad to be able to comment again. I didn't do anything. You clearly wasn't blocked because I didn't lift any blocks. I didn't remove any blocks from anyone. I've been super busy. I keep asking this question: how is take a nurse with the background she has? We could talk about that a little bit too. I am looking horrible, but guess what? On that page, that bitch really, really getting into she don't like effing something comment. Well, she contradicted herself. What are you saying, Lisa? You want to come on the panel? Nandy, where you at, girl? I'm right here. Denise Rogers, hey. Hi, Tina. Tina Houston. First time here. Hello, welcome. Darlene Holmes, hi. You guys can hear my voice is still super raspy because I've had a lot of phone calls to make today. And I've been very productive. And plus just the last week or two with all this excessive chatting. Hey, coach, I'm about to punch that skinny ass in the face. He's making fun of people on this page. She's bullying and she's very effing rude. What are you talking about? Denise said, missed you the last few days. I've been in ICU. Oh no. They just moved me to a regular room an hour ago. Love my teammates. I'm sorry to hear that, Denise. I hope you get better soon. I really do. But congratulations on, step down from ICU to, a regular floor. Are you in a regular floor? Sometimes they have a step down from ICU and then a step down from that. Good morning, coach. How are you doing? I'm feeling better after the knee surgery. Oh man, I was thinking about you with that. I'm glad you're doing better. Hey Nancy Pugh. Let's see, all the regulars are here. Triska. I'm just gonna tell you, I will help you. I'm about to help you get her off of take. There's a lot of people who watch these broadcasts, y'all, a lot. And you'd be really, really surprised at who they are. I mean, they're regular people, right? Just like us. And they, meaning regulators, enforcers, all kinds of people, clinicians, at all degrees and all levels of the industry, different industries and stuff. So, people are watching. And not just this network or this platform, but I mean just in general. Ezekiel Darnell, the backside Turner. I don't know who that is. I literally don't know who any of these people are unless you get in my inbox and you send me a screenshot, because I definitely don't follow them at all. One face off of Facebook because they down in you in deep platform over there. Oh man, that's got it. Lisa, I can't understand. Like, I know you're probably mad typing right now. I know y'all love your coach and y'all are always looking out, so I appreciate that. Okay, listen. So we got a few things to cover and get into today. You're new, Carlin, get in. Welcome. You're about to be in for a little bit of a ride. Kiki said, excuse me, must we keep meeting like this in the wee hours of the morning? Yes. Sorry. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Betty. I'm doing very, very well. You had a stroke, Denise? Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. I really truly am. Very, very sorry. Blackwood Venice, did you get your what did you win the other day? You won something. I don't know if it was a Target gift card, but I sent it to you in your inbox. I sent you the number like you asked me to. Was it a gift card, Visa gift card, whatever it was? I sent it to you. I miss you, Coach. Happy to see you. Happy to see you too. Praying for work. Okay. We are night owls, people. This is the night crew. Welcome to the night crew. If this is your first time here, welcome. We usually meet around this time. And if you've been here before, then you know this is what we do over here. Posted up waiting for this. I know that's right. Few things to discuss, y'all. So before we get into it, if you're new, this is how we do things. I go over a bit of an introduction about what we're talking about, who we're talking about, and then also a disclaimer for some of the things that we're going to be talking about, for everything that we're going to be talking about. So let me go ahead and add it. So this is a deep dive into Took and Crook. If you're new, Took is Tay, right? It started out as Take. Someone months ago started calling her Take in a small group. And then I call her Took because Take, yeah. Took partly because it rhymes with Crook. So Took and Crook will be Carmen. So people call her Cook Carmen or Crook Carmen or Cook the Crook Carmen. So Took and Crook will be Tay and Carmen respectively. All right. And this is a modern day Bonnie and Clyde story, basically. Hey Felicia. You don't see anything. Is that what do you mean you don't see anything? Betty Galloway, what do you mean? Hey, Ezekiel, can you see what's on the screen? Can you guys see what's on my screen right now? Which would be our regular slide deck for introduction. Okay, thank you for acknowledging that. First, let me read this comment. Hey, Coach and everyone, I'm a new subscriber. Been waiting for your videos, and I understand why you do these videos because you, just like me, I love the truth, and when someone is deceiving, needs to be exposed. Thank you, JoJo. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. Okay, so you all can see my screen. All right, so we are gathered here today once again to talk about. Do me a favor, you guys, while I'm going through this, make sure you hit the like button, the heart button when you come into the room, into this, into the broadcast. Please, if you could, please make it a habit to just click that like or that heart or the laughy face, the surprise face. Click the emojis, please. That's very important. It's free to do. So just click the button. Thank you. So we're gathered here today to talk about Carmen Smith. All right, Cook the Crook, Carmen Smith, and Tay. I had a sit down with her mother the other day, and her mother told me the proper pronunciation of her name, which is Tanesa. And I thought that was really, really interesting how she even arrived at that name. So, but she likes to be called Tay, so we're gonna call her Tay. We'll give her that. And Tay has a host of long last names, right? I mean, she's a lot of last names. So some of from her multiple marriages, and I don't know where the other ones are from. Perhaps an alias with the arrest records. I don't know. But, Tay, here are her last names: Tay, Aceman, Costa, McKinnis, Harris, Brown, Aceman Costa, Tosta, the Pasta Rasta, Mobley, and soon to be, or if not, I mean, Mama dropped the bomb on us the night before last and told us, yeah, she's already married. So, she had that on good authority, she said. So it's Smith, currently Smith as well. And that's another last name to add on to that long ass list of last names. All right. But Crook said, don't worry about it. So we're not going to worry about it. All right. We have a disclaimer in here as well. Hi, Kenya. Let's look acting like her and her friends aren't the ones making all the fake support pages for them. We know they are, but we're going to talk about what you guys can do, legally to bring this to the attention of the proper people. I mean, Took was probably not even going to use her license anymore. I mean, she's on to something else now, opening packages, free gifts and stuff that y'all send out. We'll talk about that too. But con artist is her main name. But all those other nurses she's associated with, yeah, they all can definitely get it because they're probably all in it. But one for sure I know is, and I'm gonna tell you guys, I actually have a part of the slide deck, the channels and the chains to go through. Let me see. All right, so here's a disclaimer. Let me open it up a bit more. So I, and we, meaning myself and you, the rest of the teammates on this page, we investigate people, right? Usually people of interest who present themselves in a sketchy, shady, arrogant, hoity-toity, braggadocious, egregiously disrespectful, and harsh manner. We're no respective person, so anybody can get it, and you'll see we'll be talking about some new broad tonight. She's not new to me, but she'll be new to you all. And the information that we look up is like mostly available to most people, right? Like Tay's long, extensive criminal record, that kind of stuff, court documents, etc. So we don't discriminate in this group against any of the people in the alphabet community meaning LGBTQIA plus community. I am a New Yorker, and I know that burns some of your asses, but guess what? We're going to get into that too. And, I grew up around all kinds of people. I say that to say I've been exposed to a lot of people, right? Gay, straight, white, black, Asian, old, young, everything. New York's a melting pot. So I have, I've been around a lot of people, and so I've learned to respect people's cultures and personal preferences and orientations. So if you hear me or anyone on this page who is subscribed to this page say anything like, oh, Tay or Carmen's a dyke or, whatever, it's not a slur against the alphabet community. It is what I am talking specifically about Tay and Carmen. Okay. Also, we don't discriminate against the differently abled community. I was told that you can't say handicap anymore. The proper term is differently able. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. And so, if I say somebody's retarded, stupid, slow, whatever, I'm not talking about the entire populace of people who are differently able. I'm talking about the people I'm talking about on this page. And then probably the most important part of this is anything I or we, meaning you on my page who belong to this page, say is alleged. It's allegedly. Unless I have like audio recording or something, which I'm going to play for you guys in a little bit. But it's alleged. Everything we say is filed under alleged. Sometimes I'm reading directly from a court document and I will say allegedly, et cetera, just to err on the side of caution. And then finally, I'm not a judge. I'm not an attorney. All right. So anything I say on this page is not legal advice. I think that should go without saying, but some people, they definitely have had that question before. So I just want to make sure I covered it. All right. Let me get out of here. Let's see. over on another page talking. Hold on. Over on another page talking shit, burning bridges with their followers. We can all do worse. Oh, okay. Listen, focus, y'all. I need y'all to focus. So we have a few things to cover, right? First thing I want to talk to you all about is the process for filing when you file a complaint with the Department of Nursing. This one is for Florida, but I'm going to get the other states that the other nurses are in too. But this one is specifically for Florida, for Lakeisha Jenkins. And I have her nursing number and all that stuff. So I'll give that to you guys. So the people that you all are talking about, like, it doesn't, listen, I'm going to go on this platform and talk my shit whenever I want to. All right. And however I want to, and on whomever I want to. But what I will say is you guys are always in my inbox, and I appreciate it, with screenshots and rhetoric from this psychotic nurse, right? Her name is Lakeisha Jenkins, and she has the nerve to be a psych nurse, right? She is very mentally unstable, very much so. I'm going to put her picture up too, so you can see her bad body built ass. Like, she's ridiculous. And got the nerve to call someone else. It wasn't me, but it was someone else. I think it was that girl from the platform page called her fat and said she had all these extra chins, which, I mean, that's true, but she didn't have to say it. Anyway, listen. So this is the process. So I told you all that. What's today? Monday? Friday. I took a half a day and I had a phone call and a Zoom call with someone from the Florida Department of Nursing. It's called the DON. I have worked in healthcare my entire professional career, so I have ties to all kinds of agencies and people, etc. Just as you all do if you've worked a long time in an industry, right? You go to different functions and different fairs and different workshops, and you build a portfolio of people in all kinds of places, in all kinds of spaces. That's just how it works in a professional setting and world. So I did have a Zoom call yesterday with one of my contacts. One of you sent me, I don't know if she said it or if she wrote it. I just know I read it, that she was Lakeisha Jenkins, who's the nurse. She's best friends with Tay, and she runs all these pages. She and Tay run these pages. So you all sent me something saying that she said, she act like she act like she had a phone call. She said she had a phone call or a Zoom call with the Department of Nursing. You don't know who I know, sweetheart. And this right here lets me know how uneducated you are. You have a 2-year degree, an associate's degree in nursing, but you're still an idiot, definitely, because you're not smart enough to understand that people have all kinds of connections. And just because you can't get the DON on a Zoom call or a phone call doesn't mean the next person can't. All right. So I did have a phone call with them on Friday. And this is what they gave me and told me. And this is the direction that they pointed me in. So depending on what state you're licensed in, nursing, your nursing license, which is your bread and butter. So you, like, people out here really playing with their bread and butter over the internet, over some broad that won't play with it for them. I can tell you that. Like, this is your livelihood, and you want to act big, bad, and nonchalant, like, oh, you can't do that. Oh, I ain't worried. Okay, we're going to see, because you ain't never met a person like me. All right. And a lot of people who watch this page, they are on board with doing the things that we're going to be doing about you and your nursing license. It bothers them way more than it bothers me. But because it bothers my teammates, I'm definitely going to indulge. So this is the process that they gave me and that they told me. Okay. So in Florida, the Department of Nursing does not handle the disciplinary actions for their licensed nurses. It's different in every state, right? So it's the Department of Human Services. So what happens is Department of Health, sorry, not Human Services. The Department of Health in Florida is the organization, the entity that handles nursing license issues. So I want to walk you through this process because I've gotten literally almost 1,000 requests about this and what to do about her and how we can all come together and activate our powers, right? So here's the process. So a complaint goes in, which there'll be thousands, at least hundreds, definitely. Complaint goes in. Let's just say one. Let's say mine, because it's going. A complaint goes in here. It starts right here. This is the flow chart for you all who may not be familiar with it. Complaint goes in, and then it goes to the departments, right, of health. And then it flows from here to, follow my mouse. I don't know if you can see my mouth, but it goes from the department. The next arrow is it goes to, there's a receipt and analysis. So the receipts will be all those screenshots that you all have sent to me that she's made about boss lady, boss lady's family, me, which, whatever. And everyone else that everything she's been doing, you all have been screenshotting all of it, and her name is attached to it, a lot of it. And she probably admits that she's behind it. So I'll get into when you're a professional, what you can and can't do in a little bit. So it goes to receipts and analysis. So you send in all the stuff that you have. They analyze it. After they analyze it, it can go one of several ways, right? It can go, if you look at the arrow pointing up on the left, it can go to citation issued, right? And then from there, it can go two ways. It can go to disputed. So she'll have to dispute it. And believe me, that is an egregious process. And you don't want to be before the Board of Nursing for any reason, let alone trying to defend against thousands or hundreds of complaints. Yeah. So she can dispute it. Once it's disputed, you see that arrow pointing down from the disputed box. That means that it goes back to the analysis department. And they look at it and say, okay, we have hundreds of screenshots, testimonials, complaints, etc. on this person. Once it goes to disputed, they send it to analysis. They look at all the receipts and, all that stuff. So it goes back here to receipt and analysis. After the dispute, meaning the dispute, after the dispute is looked at and analyzed, it can go one of several ways. They can either close it and refer to another agency as non-jurisdictional. Like if you send it, I send one to Florida for Texas. No, that's not appropriate, right? They'll close it and say, we don't handle that. We only handle Florida. Or it can go to mediation, which is a big deal because now this is on your record, all right? No matter how it turns out, you still have a blemish on your record. I mean, is it worth it? When I close out of this little blue app at night, I go on about my business. This is a little blue app that I tap into people. But yeah, this is not affecting me on outside reality at all, but it's going to affect you, Jenkins. And so it can go to, so they'll close it, say, no, it's not the right jurisdiction, or it'll go to mediation, right? That's where an attorney gets involved, from the department. And, she's going to have to retain an attorney. They go and they talk, etc. So, and then also with us, like we'll be part of that too. We'll have a voice in that. And then if they feel satisfied that we're satisfied that X, Y, and Z will happen, etc., they'll close the complaint. But if we don't want to do that, we want to keep pushing, or for whatever reason, mediation doesn't work, it goes down to investigation. That's the purple box here. All right. After investigation, I forgot to tell you too, receipts and analysis, they could skip that mediation. They can go straight to investigation. You see the arrows here pointed down at the bottom? So it goes to investigation and then prosecution, right? Bitch, that's where you really messed up. It goes to prosecution and then it goes over to prosecution attorney review, right? So it's flowing through all these cases. Now this is a legal, legitimate charge. And now they're looking at probable cause, right? So they're going to have all these receipts and proof and evidence. So probable cause, I mean, the proof is there. So then it'll go to legal mediation. And then they will do like, after mediation, it'll go back to probable cause. And then if you look at this on the left-hand screen, this little arrow down here by case disposition. Sorry. Let me take this comment off because I can't see with the comments on. Hold on one second. Hold on. Let me take this comment down. Hold on. All right. I couldn't see the bottom. I apologize about that, y'all. So after it goes to case disposition, then it goes to, it can go either ways. It can go through dismissal or closure if no probable cause is found. But we have receipts. We have all of that. What else? No probable cause is found. And then also they have, if that is the case, there's no probable cause found. But we know it's not the case, right? Administrative and complaint filed with the Department of Health. So it'll flow from case disposition to actual complaint filed with the Department of Health a legal complaint. You see where it says probable cause frown at the top there. So then it flows to election of rights by license. So now they are going through all the legal proceedings. There's a formal hearing. There are charges brought up, informal hearing, et cetera, et cetera. Hearing waived before board, so no dispute. So then it goes to a couple of other things, right? If you look over on the left, final order imposing discipline filed with the Department of Health, which is what I said. This is the Department of Health who handles these things for Florida. And full board. So you all see, you can see the chart. It'll be up in the in this live, and you can go back and look at it and stuff like that. So it's quite a complicated, complex process, right? There's due process for anything that goes against most licenses, right? But you are certainly held to a certain standard of performance and character, all these things, right? You can't hold a license and represent the state and be out here with that license showing your ass. It doesn't matter that it didn't happen at your job. Clearly you're not well versed in how the disciplinary action works with the licensing team. So you can keep being ignorant and keep being whatever you want to be, but I can definitely tell you, you got the right one, okay? Because we definitely will be pursuing this, myself and a multitude of other people. All right. And you can act like you're not scared, and you can go back and do your little review of what I said and you know what it means. But please be concerned. That's your only warning. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with you all because you all have been asking. I'm going to also publish it on the page so you can see it at any time. You don't have to go back through the review. You can just see it on the page. All right. Veronica said, I'm pushing my sleeves up. Let's get the fouling, y'all. I mean, is it really worth it? You're not hurting my feelings, and you're not going to stop the show. So, but you are jeopardizing your career. So, and in case you all are like, what's happening? What's going on? So Tay has friends who are nurses. One of them that I know of, and the other ones, they haven't been involved. They don't have anything to worry about. But Tay's friend has created all these platforms. Even before I created my page, she created one for Boss Lady and her family, puts all kinds of very disparaging, disrespectful things. And then she had a Boss Lady's head on the body of a snake, talking about a family, had pictures of her kids up in there. And then now her most recent obsession is me, right? And you guys and what we do on this page, and et cetera, et cetera. And it's been, you guys are very, very upset about it. Now, me, I have thick skin. I'm from New York, bitch. I have thick skin. And so, and you know who I'm talking about, who said that, like, what's New York? I have thick skin. So it doesn't bother me as much as it bothers you all, right? But I felt like it was necessary to initiate this process and give you all the information to also follow it, right? And so you know each step of the way. So she's just been on there doing all kinds of outlandish things every single day after every time I go live, apparently, is what they say. So I just wanted to share that with you guys and let you all know what we were doing. Unicorn said, doesn't Lakeisha have to work every day? Why put your livelihood in jeopardy for a tuck? She's secured her cash cow with Crook. And she is not going to support that woman when she's fired. She's not. Personally, I would never put my license in jeopardy like that, ever. Even if nothing came of it, to have the board to have your name in front of them on their desk, I wouldn't even risk that. Maya says she doesn't deserve to be a nurse. She needs to have her license taken from her. Lots of nurses who reach out to me in my inbox who watch this show, nurses, all kinds of clinicians. And yeah, keep playing. It's too late now because we going full speed ahead. Me and the teammates that you love to talk about so much too. And you can act nonchalant like you don't care. We know. I know. I would care. And that just further goes to show how unstable you are mentally, emotionally, psychologically, all of that, by even acting nonchalant about it. So, all right. So, I have another thing for you guys. what I need to do is take like like 3 to 5 days off and just rest my vocal cords. All right. So you all remember about 8 days ago, 7 or 8 days, about a week ago, there was someone who sent a comment to me and she posted it up in the room and she said, it was Naoki. Y'all know I Naoki's on all my lives, right? Naoki went on my live and she made a comment and said, "Hey, Deborah Jeter told me to tell you hi." Out of all comments, I saw that when it caught my eye. So I put it on the screen and I responded to her. I responded to Naoki. And I'll let you listen to, because I pre-recorded the video that I made that night in my response and what I said. I was very complimentary to Deborah. Very. I said I liked her. I said she was so much fun and she X, Y, and Z. And it killed me to remove her from the room. Well, apparently some dusty broad went back and told her, and it was Ari, because she told me it was Ari. It was the girl from the other platform page. So if y'all following her, make sure y'all go over there and unfollow, because she's ridiculous. She told her that I was talking shit about her on my broadcast and to her. That is absolutely not true. I'm going to play for you all the hot water is good for you. I'm going to play for you all the response, the comment, the only comment I've ever made about Deborah Jeter on my page. And I'm going to let you all look at that and you all tell me in the comments what you think. You think if I was kicking her back in, talking about her badly, you let me know. And then I'm going to play you the voicemail that Deborah left me today like a coward, because when I called her back, she was like, oh, well, and then, hung up the phone. You bad enough to leave this on my voicemail? You need to be bad enough to say that shit to me. Okay. But I'm going to, I don't see her platform anymore. That's because her page, even her other page got yanked from her, the platform page. But she has other things out there. But listen, watch this video. I really, really want you all to watch this, because Deborah now has been running her mouth. She had no idea. Clearly, she didn't see the video where I was very complimentary to her. But now, since she called with all these big boy talking, these big boy threats, and BS, I want you all to really, really pay attention to what happened, what I said, and then I want you to listen to what she said to me on voicemail. Hang on. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Here we go. You can't hear. That's because I have it muted. I'm just queuing up the video, y'all. It's muted right now. I know it was a big deal to her, and it was a big deal to me, because I really liked Deborah a lot. She was what's his update? I don't know. I hadn't heard more about it. I really like Deborah. I told you guys I have a very small, close group, and it's closed. Like, I don't let people in. It's on invitation only. If you ask to join, I'm definitely not going to let you in, because you probably Tay or Carmen. At least this was what I was thinking 3 months or so ago when I created it. And so we're very small, we're very close, and all that good stuff. And Deborah, since you brought her up, now I have to talk about it, right? My throat's itchy. I really like Deborah a lot. She lives out in California, and she used to be in show business, right? She's a former, she worked with a lot of people, lots of people, like Beyonce's father had a birthday recently. Not Beyonce's father, Beyonce's stepfather, Tina Knowles' current husband, had a birthday recently, and he reached out to her and invited her. So she's very well known in the scene in California. More besides that, funny as hell. I really liked her a lot. But I had certain rules in my group, all right? And in this group, you leave it, Samantha? See you in the morning, honey. In this group, the rules are hard and fast because there's only a few of us, right? This was the kind of group you couldn't join. You know how you all have like 50 groups that you belong to? I don't even like people who have multiple groups because you're not going to spend quality time in any one of those groups. So one of the rules in the group that I created was you cannot share anything in our group with outsiders. Sorry. Now, mind you, this was when Tay first got with Carmen, and none of you all was really keyed into how skeevy and shit Tay is, right? But we knew, right, early on. So I created this group because I'm like, damn, nobody knows the platforms out there to talk about this. There were none, okay? And so I created a private group, and I wanted to keep everything that we found about Tate and her life and her husbands and her criminal record. That shit came from our group. It got out there in the universe, you know, because it happens. But Deborah, me, and this other young lady, I'm not going to call her name because she's not the one who put her information up here, trying to, you know, make me say her name. I think that was kind of, I might have to put you in timeout, Naoki, because, you know what happened with this, because clearly she told you. But we will be on the phone all the time, right? Like how you and I, you guys and I are, you know, up now. There, she's a night owl, the other lady's a night owl. Great time, right? Just chatting about life and marriages and kids, everything. And I unfortunately had to remove Deborah from the group, and it really did bother me because I really like her. And I couldn't not do it because everybody knew what happened, right? She shared something outside of our private group, which was a very strict policy, very strict. Do not share shit with anybody outside this group. That's why it's so small. We're like a little elite, little small clique. Not really elite, but we're a small little private clique. So, unfortunately, Deborah broke the number one rule in the group, which was don't share anything that we find with others because it can open us up for lawsuits. Nobody was posting shit at that time, really. So I didn't want anything with our name on it or somebody in the group's name on it, which happened to be the case, and their personal thoughts put into another group. And I didn't even know about it because I'm not in any other groups. You all can look when you go to the shade room. You won't see me. I'm not in those groups. Someone else told me about it. And I was, you know, it stung a bit because I like Deborah. And I knew if I didn't do what I said, which is people will have to be removed from the group if they share something. If I didn't do it for her, if I made a concession for her because I was very friendly with her and I liked her, people wouldn't take the rule seriously. Everybody would be doing it then. There's no repercussion. So I had to do it. But I did it, and she will tell you this very professionally. I didn't just kick her out the group. I sent her a message. Y'all know how I am. I was very professional. Hi, it's come to my attention. Unfortunately and regrettably, I'm going to have to remove you. I'm sorry. You know, You know, I don't just kick motherfuckers out. Somebody said, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that. I'm not trying to be messy. I didn't want to be blocked. I don't want to be blocked. Wait. Yeah, rules are rules, period. You're right, Veronica. And it stung because, again, we spent a ton of time on the phone, me, her, and another lady. We just clicked. I mean, she's like probably my mom's age, and I still click with her because I click with older people my whole life, you know? I've been that way. Great conversation, funny as hell, you know, just a cool-ass person. But I could not kick her out because everybody knew about it. They brought it to my attention, and people were mad, too. So I had to do it, unfortunately. So now that... All right. So you heard that. You heard everything that I said. I hope you all were really, really, really listening to what I said because it's super important. Now I'm going to play you a soundbite She called me today several times. I was outside in my driveway talking to my neighbor next door because their daughter is in town for the holidays. I hadn't seen her in a long time. And my phone kept ringing. I was in my driveway, but my phone was in my car in the garage. And I heard it ringing, and it rang like 4 times. It rang multiple times. And then finally my neighbor was like, well, Nandy, you should probably go get that because it's probably important. Whoever's calling you, like, you know. So I was like, okay. So so you heard everything I said. I've never said anything other than what I said in that video about this lady to anyone. You heard what I said. I just played it back. I have it on record. Listen to this. Hold on. This is a voicemail I got from Deborah today. All right.
Name is. This is Deborah Jeter calling. Let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck if you from New York, wherever you from. You know, and how many fucking degrees you got. But let me tell you something. You keep my fucking name out of your fucking mouth. Just like you know people, I know people too. So I don't give a fuck about you and your little platform and you and your little teammates because you want to be in control. You act just like that fucking Tay. You just like her. And what you did to Ari, you was wrong for doing that. And yeah, she told me that you talked about me. Bitch, if you got something to say about me, you come to me and say it. You don't have to talk about me behind my back. I could have a bigger platform. I know more important people than you do. And I know people in higher places. Now fuck with me and I'll fuck with you. Now, I heard that you talked about me on your platform. What I did on your page, you should have called me.
That's a small snippet of what she had to say in her voicemail. And so when I called her back, hold on 1 second. Let me take this down. Hold on, y'all. All right. So when I called her, Deborah Jeter is her name, Monique. The same person. So she's the person who I just played the soundbite when I was telling you, or the video, replayed the video back of how I had to kick her out. And unfortunately, you know, I hated to do it. It stung. I found her amazing, blah, 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 blah. So apparently the messy BITCH Ari on that other platform who's trying to get, like, you know, some more followers back since her page got snatched, went and told her that I talked about her. Like, you're a messy ass, fat ass broad. Like, why would you tell somebody a lie like that? You lied about, so you all know that I addressed in a nice, neat format that while she was big mad. Yeah, she hadn't seen the video. She didn't know what I said. She had no idea. It's just that, you know, 5'10" Ari went back and told her that I was talking about her, which is a lie. Y'all heard what I said on everybody heard it. Now she heard it too, because I'm sure she's watching. I was very complimentary and nice about it, and even talked about how it hurt me to do it. But you listening to some bitter broad that go out there just spreading lies. Oh, I was rude to the Gibsons. What y'all sort of stuff. Sharon. She sounds like a mental case. Yeah. Yep. You know, you guys. So, you know, Ari has this she put out this information like, oh, you know, Nandy and the teammates, or Nandy scammed all my cousins, you know, trying to garner their support and get them to rally around her. The thing about the ticket sales for Auntie's interview or conversation was, it was something that everybody saw. Everything I did was in front of all of you all, in front of the world. So it's not like, sometimes you get into it with one person and then it gets out and then nobody really knows like what really happened because it's one person's word over the next person. But it's not like that in this case. Everything I did in front of you and with you guys, right? The interview happened. It was 3 hours instead of an hour and a half. It was what, an hour, maybe an hour and a half, at most 2 hours late because somebody hijacked our room. How is Ari telling her ridiculous, feeble-minded followers who are eating it up, the ones who are eating it up, that, you know, she scammed all my cousins and I ain't appreciate that. If y'all can't see somebody being manipulative towards y'all, it's ridiculous. Like, I don't even know what to tell you, right? And then she said the Gibsons was mine. I called the Gibsons before her. That's what she didn't tell you. And that whole Gibson thing, I've talked about it so many times already. If I didn't want her to be on the platform or to do the interview, I would not have given her authorization to enter into what's called the studio. Gave her equal rights. I made her an administrator just like me. It was like as if she was paying for the service that I use every month to come to you guys like this. So I wouldn't do that. Why would I give her rights to join and to add herself? That's what it was. That's why I gave it to her, so she can add herself. I had no control over that. None. So she's just mad she got kicked out. She is very mad. She could have asked you before comedy. That's not how she works. So y'all heard her. She's like one of them old school big mouth broads. Deborah, that is. Like, yeah, now I'm talking about you because you left this threatening. It was funny as hell to me. I was laughing. Absolutely hilarious to me. But I wanted to bring it to the attention of people because then she went, Deborah. Then Deborah said also, and I'ma tell people that you was living outside of that you were living at the Marriott or something like that, she said. So if you remember, let me show you all something. First of all, I've owned properties my entire life. When I left my grandmother's house in New York, the first thing I did was bought a place in New York, all right, at 19. I was 18, 19. You guys remember this from last night? Let me show you this. So ironically, last night, what's her platform name? We're not going to give her that kind of press. Never heard of Ari. You don't need to. She's irrelevant. Listen, last night I showed you guys, we were talking about, Crook having her stuff moved and how it wasn't wrapped up and stuff. So I showed you guys, I told you that I had a leak in my house, in my primary residence here in Georgia, and that there was a pinhole leak in the water supply line. And all my hardwoods, which are custom hardwood floors, got damaged, right? Because I was out away on business. So when I got home, I saw it was a lot of damage. So I showed you guys how the furniture looked when, the company came to move everything off the first floor and put it into storage while the floors were being stripped and replaced. So here it is. You can see them going out my front door, carrying furniture that's wrapped all around. You can see my floors are all taken up here. And I asked them to stop, so that they didn't trip or have, uneven footing. So they started already removing some of my hardwood floors. You can see that here. And you can see it here too. You can see my couch is shrink wrapped, ready for to be put in storage. See my floors ripped up. This broad, Deborah, going to say, I'm going to tell everybody you was living out of a hotel. Yeah, they put me up in the Marriott. If you're an adult and you own a house, you're supposed to have house insurance, right? And anytime you cannot live in that house because of a water damage or they're doing floors, they put you up in a hotel for months. And I was at a hotel for months and months. Fortunately, last week I got back into my house, which is what I told y'all last night. It was slated for January, but I moved back in my house. So you can see here's the damage, all the damage to the flooring and etc. But she really thought she had some tea to tell y'all, like, oh, I'm gonna tell them you was living out of a Marriott, a hotel. Yes, that's what happens when you have damage to your home. If you have good insurance and you're an adult, they put you up wherever you want. And I chose the Marriott, and I was there for at least a few months, at least. So what tea did you spill? You spilled none, baby. I've been a homeowner, unlike you who rents, which nothing's wrong with renting for all those people out there who are renting. But how dare you try to come for me and talk about you going to tell them I was living in a hotel? Girl, stop. Let's see. Oh, messy ass broads who act like less than children. Right. Always messy and ignorant and enjoy mess. Unhappy with their lives and jealous. Drop them. Keep going. When they go low, get in that assy. I know so much shit about Deborah that I'm not even going to tell y'all, despite the fact that she tried to come for me. And she actually put up a post somewhere. Somebody sent me a screenshot talking about, oh, she, it was a shame what you did to Ari. I didn't do shit to that girl at all. Y'all know how I am. I'm a straight shooter. If I don't want to do something or want you to do something or want you on I'm going to tell you. What happened to that girl was very unfortunate, but she's very unstable too. And unfortunately, that all the shit that she wrote on my page about me, yes, that seems unstable. You thinking that I took your page away? She told everybody I was responsible for taking her page away. Really? That's slander. That's a lawsuit because I absolutely to make an allegation like that. No. You also told people that I was rude to the Gibsons. I'm probably gonna call the Gibsons tomorrow. That's absolutely not true. When after the interview, like a few days later, Carmen came out, calling them crackheads and all that stuff that Carmen was doing with that other lady, talking about how cancer and da da da. The Gibsons called me immediately. I didn't even know what was going on. I was asleep, right? It was like late in the evening, and the Gibsons called me immediately. If I was rude and nasty and disrespectful to them during the interview, why the fuck would they call me and confide in me and tell me what's going on and ask me what they should do? And Mr. Gibson, he's the one who called me and was saying some things like he felt like going over there, like they, those ladies only live right down the street, the African lady and that other lady who was putting their business out there. And I had to talk him down. Listen, don't do that. Don't, you don't want to do anything crazy or anything like that. Just chill, take a deep breath, go for a walk, and get you an attorney, lawyer up, is what I told him. And then like a few days later, Ari was talking about, well, he got a lawyer now and we're going to be suing Chef Carmen. We bringing charges. We don't partner with the APD, etc. Okay, whatever, that's fine. But of all the people, Ari is a bitch. You tried to add her several times. She needs to chill. I dislike females like that. Another thing Ari lied about, I'm going to bring it up on my phone. She lied and said that I didn't try to communicate her. She was trying to text me. She was trying to communicate with me during the broadcast, and I ignored her, and I never sent her anything to get back on. I sent this girl 3 emails. You all saw me over here on my phone like this doing a major interview. I sent her multiple emails and text messages. She said she never texted me till after the broadcast was over. This girl is such a prolific liar. Like, she sits home and snacks and eats and just makes up shit all day long. Like, absolutely, I reached out to y'all. Saw me distracted trying to talk to this girl. I could have just been here the whole time. Let me take this down. Hold on. I could have been right here the whole time. And I never even got into like minutia and the details like I'm getting into now about Ari, because I really didn't feel like it was a big deal. Yeah, she got her feelings hurt because she wasn't able to do this interview because she wanted her numbers to grow up. She's, all that kind of shit. She's like, well, my numbers ain't gonna go up. I'm not gonna get the revenue for it. This was not about numbers or revenue. This was you did not prepare. She did not prepare. Okay. I called the Gibsons hours before the interview and got them set up. I spent over an hour getting them set up. Any person who has ever been in my small business spotlight, you can ask Miss Sherry, you can ask Coach Sandra, you can ask Auntie, Coach Sarah, you can ask Auntie, you can ask Caramel, who was doing the design. She's doing the stuff for our cups. All these people and more that I've worked with, they will attest to you and tell you how I do business and how I conduct myself with them professionally in a professional capacity. They will tell you. If you're here and you see this, make sure you let people know. So all this narrative that she's trying to paint about me being mean to them and rude to them and unprofessional, and I never tried to help her get back on the platform, and I know she yanked my page, and I know that's unstable talk, sweetheart. Very unstable. And the people who are over there on her page eating it up are also unstable. And of course, Deborah reached out to Ari, and you have 2 people talking about shit that's completely not correct. Because of course, Ari, like, yeah, she talked about you to me because that's what Deborah said. No, I didn't. I absolutely did not. Ari asked about my small group, and I told her about it. And I also told her I had to remove people because they were sharing things, et cetera, et cetera. That's it. But Ari saw my interview and she went back and told her something totally different. I hate that I have to spend time on this because I do have some Carmen and Tay stuff that I want to get into. But I just felt like I needed to address it because you guys will not leave me alone. Okay. And I say that with love about all of the stuff that these people be posting in these rooms. It doesn't matter. This page going to keep pressing on, period. And if something did happen to this page, which whatever, if it did, please know that I have so many other options to reach my teammates. So yeah, that shit won't stop anything because I'm gonna keep pressing on. Let me see what you all are saying. Get them, drop it like it's hot. Hello, mates. Thank you. I wanted to say something, but I didn't want you to get mad at me. No, I'm not going to get mad at you. You all need to speak your minds because the people who follow you, my teammates on this page, you all are educated. And I'm not even talking like book smart. You don't have to be book smart to be an educated person. You can be worldly and get educated through the world. You guys are, you're in tune with things very much so. And you are free thinkers. Unlike a lot, I'm not saying all, and this is another thing that get misconstrued, like you rude to your teammates. No, y'all let me know in the comments if y'all feel, how am I rude to my teammates? They still here. They must like being treated disrespectfully because I'm approaching 15,000 in less time, and you still had made it to 10,000, and you were on 3 months before me, Ari. Okay, yes, I'm taking the gloves coming off now because I didn't do anything to these people. And I know a lot of shit about, like I said, Deborah and her personal life and what she do and da-da-da. I'm still not even going to say that because, again, there's a certain level of decorum that I keep on this page. I can get all the way down in the mud about both of them, but I'm not. I'm going to give you just enough to know that they're full of SHIT. And if you follow Ari, when her page comes back, because now even her backup page is missing, make sure you unfollow her because she's a slob in every sense of the word. Miss Sherry said Nandy's very professional. I worked with Miss Sherry for days over the course of a week to get her product on our platform, and it was an amazing production. She was amazing. She will tell you she's worked with me for hours, okay, on the Small Business Spotlight. And even when things were not going the way I wanted them to go with the technology, not because of Miss Sherry, it took hours and days for things to be right on Miss Sherry's end with the technology. And she will tell you how I handled it. I wasn't rude or disrespectful. I was extremely professional and pleasant to her. And that is how I conduct any business that I do. She's just a hater of you all along. Correct. God always exposes our enemies. You're absolutely right about that. Let's see. Someone think I wanted to say something. She's getting it back. Trust. I mean, that's why your page is going, because you just got way too. It's one thing to look into Crook and Took and scrutinize them, give them these names, etc., etc. But there's certain things that I have not done on this page about Carmen or Tay, like assisting the Gibsons with going down to the police department to actually formally press charges on Carmen, or partnering with the news to bring it to light, or hiring an attorney. Like, this is the kind of stuff. How do you got time to even do stuff like that? Like, make it make sense to me. How? Let's see. Ari's a bitch. Da-da-da. Cheryl said, if you were living out of the Marriott in Atlanta, yes, I was, then you were spending more per month than most people mortgage payments. Please know that. Please know it. My monthly bill, all right, that my insurance company picked up initially, I was putting the charges on my own card because I just didn't feel like dealing with the company, right, that handles that, my insurance company. So I would pay the bill every week, every Monday, and I would stop at the front desk, pay the bill, and then I would send it to my insurance company. And then, my insurance company was like, listen, we already 40 grand into this, $40,000, okay, into your stay that came out of my bank account. I got reimbursed for it each week, but came out of my account. And so for all y'all talking about how I came up off this money and I'm out spending it, baby, I don't need anything. I charge a fee for service because I provide a service, interviews, entertainment, information, businesses. Y'all, you think I'm supposed to do this all for free? Are you nuts? My page is not even monetized. Anyway, I digress. 40 grand before they said, don't even put your card on file anymore. Like, stop doing that. Just, we'll bill the Marriott directly. And they did. When I left last week, it was over $90,000 that they paid. So how was that a slight to me? Unless you were trying to tell people it was a motel, which you know damn well it wasn't. So, I mean, people just don't be thinking. You let somebody get in your ear and talk shit about me and tell you to get you on their side that, yeah, she was talking shit about you too. But I just played the clip. And everything I said in that clip is how I felt about you at the time. Psychotic ass want to leave a message on my voicemail. Then when I called her back, she didn't want to talk about it. Oh, yeah, say it to my face. Say it to me. Because I cussed back. Let's see. That comment kind of proves that though. She didn't want to speak up because you would get mad. So maybe they do think you are somewhat rude. I don't even know what that means. I don't care what they think. They can think whatever they want to think. Let's see. Tammy said, Coach, keep going. Like you said, Dandy, we, the teammates, have critical thinking skills and free thinkers. That's why we follow you. Okay. And then she's talking about some, I sent people over to her page. Ma'am, you at the last time I knew about, you were at 8,000, almost maybe 9,000 people. I'm approaching 15,000. So how are you giving me your people? Ma'am, these are two different, there is some overlap, but I promise you, if you gave me every single person who followed you, I still had more people than you. So what are you talking about? We cross promoted each other. When I first found out about her page, the first thing I wanted to do was form a partnership with her, right? Form a network of sorts of, female influencers, who cover like stories like we cover, or just across, social media. And I reached out to her and I was, explaining to her how we could both benefit from this and we could, play off of one another, even though we are covering the same material. You cover it one way, I cover it another way. We come together and we activate our Wonder Twin powers. Y'all have heard me say this before. But the problem became when, with the whole Gibson thing, that was a problem. And y'all have been heard me talking about interviewing the Gibsons. This girl don't even have a proper, how was she interviewing the Gibsons? Like, you don't even have a proper streaming service. Like, you was going to do it on Facebook? I don't understand. You've never even went live before. So how are you now suddenly going about to do this live, big thing with the Gibsons? That was never the plan. So stop lying to these people. Misery loves company. They mad. They not you. Touchdown, Coach. Hey, I despise a lie. Just lying to people, yo. And I promise you, this is you always talking about me. I never said that girl's name straight out on this platform. Now, I've heard and I have been sent things plenty of times. Like, y'all know, if y'all ever went over to her page when it was up before they yanked it, she would have those ignorant broads over there. Not all the cousins. I'm talking about the ignorant ones. You know who you are. Stop trying to twist my words and say I call everybody ignorant. No, I'm talking about the ones who were making the comments. Eating it up. She was having pity parties and they were feeding into it, boy. Oh, I knew she did that to your page. I knew something was up with her. I'm the most upfront person, period. I'm a New fucking Yorker, all right? I'm a New Yorker. I'm upfront. I'm not going to hide behind my feelings, words. I'm not going to do that. That's not who I am. So, yeah, all that, well, we knew she had something to do with it. Oh, the Gibson interview was terrible, and so was the one with Auntie, and she ripped everybody off. I'm glad that the Auntie interview happened in front of everyone. The trouble that I had with getting her on, and getting y'all into a room happened in front of everyone. You all know how much I charge, so it wasn't like I was charging people different things. $4.99 across the board for everybody. Okay, and how is that a con? How is that a ripoff? How is that a scam? You got what you paid for. I did more work trying to get this production on for you all because the rooms were exploited. Right? They weren't available. So I had to do the best thing that I could do to make sure that the show went on, which was put it on the page, which everyone had access to. Don't worry about if somebody else paid for it or didn't pay for it. But you paid for it because you wanted the information. That's it. Don't worry about that. When you're living in an apartment building, it's time to pay your rent, are you worried about if your neighbors, they pay? Well, she didn't pay. Well, he didn't pay his rent and they still live here. Why I got to pay my rent? Worry about yourself, because what you eat and what they eat don't make you shit. So why are you worried about it? Let's see. Good night. Good night's work in the morning at AM. Yeah, we're gonna get to Crook and Took, but you all have to understand something, and I need you to understand this and hear me clearly. I get thousands. I have a lot of messages in my inbox, and it is a lot. So while you all want to move on to Crook and Took and what they've been doing, I understand that, and I do have. This is not. I have the information on Crook and Took too in the videos and all that stuff. We're gonna get to them, but you need to understand when someone is going at great lengths, somebody who just had a few thousand followers and got them yanked and now trying to get more, and this is how you're going to do it, like you're going to just make up shit about me? Yes, I'm going to address it. I put out a written statement, and I kept getting stuff from you guys that they kept talking about, and so I had to address it thoroughly. All right, so let me see. Jealous is hateful, and they want your clout and want to ruffle your feathers and feed from you, coach. Debate with you to earn numbers. Exactly. You have never said anything negative about her. Ever. Ever. But like her followers gets in her ear, like she must be talking about you. I could be talking about a million things. I never even mentioned her name formally on the show, really, till now. Maybe the other day. Maybe. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Nancy said it doesn't matter what the haters think because we love you, Nandy. I know. I mean, my numbers are growing. So they mad because they can't stop you. Exactly right. They should know the interview was legit because when you were having trouble, Auntie said clearly she thought you changed your mind. There it is right there. But people steady saying Auntie was paid off. I don't get it. Exactly. So much shit was going down that even Auntie was like, I thought they paid you off, or I thought somebody told you XYZ. Nah, I was working feverishly to figure out a way to get y'all your product. If you wouldn't have gotten an interview at all and I kept $4.99, that's a fucking scam. That is a scam. But you got what you paid for and more. Idiots. All right. I'll read one more comment, then we'll move on. Coach, you did the right thing, and a lot of this is over their heads. I mean, totally different type of people over there. And I don't mean all the cousins. I'm talking about the ones who feed into her feeble, fragile ego. Those are the ones I'm talking about. You did the right thing, and a lot of this is over their heads and promoting negativity and not facts. That's why you can't keep your page up. I agree. Coach, you got the juice, which they hate. All right, let's move on. All right. I'm sorry I took up, a lot of your time talking about it, but a lot of you have been wanting me to say something. You didn't know what was going on. You didn't know what was true or not. I wanted to show you my house and show you my floors that were being worked on, since you want to talk about, oh, she's living out of a hotel, motel. Yeah, bitch, I was. Almost $100,000 worth of Marriott charges. And my house has been restored beautifully. So FYI, I'm not in the hotel anymore. I'm in my basement right now. All right. So Cook and Crook. Can you send the flow chart for the nursing? Yes, I'll put it on the page. So y'all know that, Carmen is in Atlanta again, in Houston. Sorry, not Atlanta. She's in Houston, and we're starting to see, just different things that I'm picking up on about their relationship that makes me go, it's just a matter of time, because there's another crack in the foundation right there. Even if you don't think it's a crack big enough, it's still an issue. So Tay seems to be annoyed by, and someone actually wrote this in one of the reviews that I did a while ago. Maybe not a while ago, but like maybe 2 weeks ago, that Tay is very annoyed by Carmen using the wrong utensils in the kitchen. Like someone literally posted that, and I read the comment. I was like, wow. So Carmen is a cook, okay, not a chef. And what she does is, she uses a lot of utensils. She's not necessarily looking to see if she should use the wooden spoon on a Teflon pan. You know what I'm saying? I would. You probably would. But that's not what Cook does, So take a look at this small little clip of Took, which will be Tay, reminding Carmen yet again not to be doing X, Y, and Z in her kitchen. Take a look. Hold on, y'all. Don't start with the no sound. I know it's no sound. I'm queuing it up for you, okay? Hang on. Hang on, killers. All right.
Are you making my hot chocolate? What did you do? Because you was over there stirring something. I hope that was not a metal anything inside of that pot, because I feel like I heard something scrape and I was like, ooh, Jesus.
Don't make me kiss you.
I'm like, ooh, Jesus. She about to make my pressure go up.
Don't tell me nothing about the kitchen.
Bridget, how are you making my...
Not making her pressure go up because she's using a certain spoon in a certain pan. Listen, baby, if that annoys you that your spouse is using a certain spoon and you listen, you don't even see it. You keyed into what they're doing to make sure that they're not doing something that you don't want them to do. You listening so hard that you can actually hear her using the wrong utensil in a in a pot. That's crazy to me. And it's going to make your pressure go up. Oh, okay. Somebody said, is that love? Yeah, probably not. You say she's not a chef, she's a cook. I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, we heard it from someone who has been in her house watching her do a live and get ready for a live. Go to Google and look step by step what should be done to each dish, step by step by step. We heard this already. In Google. All right, let's see. And Carmen said it's not a thing, but that should be annoying because that's crazy. I don't know what that means. What about the gas bill going up? Took doesn't care. Took is greedy as hell. She likes her food and she's going to eat her food. Another thing, I know y'all are like tired of this. Another thing Deborah said about Tay in the voicemail was like, oh, and you so fake. When Tay's mother was on there talking about her, you didn't say this and that. And she said that Tay's mother said she was pretty and you agreed. So fucking what? I'm supposed to sit up there and tell her mother, oh, your daughter is edgeless or edgeless hoe. No. Her mother said she thinks her daughter's very pretty. And I said, okay. Yeah, she's cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. That just reminded me. This video just reminded me. Okay. So I thought that was really interesting about the wrong utensil in the pot. She was cooking bacon again in the oven today. Like, we all didn't know how to do that. Girl, please. I only cook my bacon in the oven. I grew up cooking my bacon in the oven. So, Dorothy said, damn, y'all are crazy. We have to discuss other subjects. I mean, it's not going to be all crook and took. We do discuss other things. She's right. At some point, the crook and took scenario will fall to the wayside and come to an end. I mean, yeah. She said, don't make me kiss you. She knows what makes her pressure goes up too. Tay is going to complain about every little thing. Chef moved too fast for Tay to breathe. I can tell you, when they got together, Cook, the crook, was living in Atlanta, as you all know, and she appeared to have her own house. At least that's how she presented it to us. And I'm sure to Took, got my own house, in my name. I'm up on my rent. I'm up on my taxes, and I'm up on my mortgage. In my mind, this is how she's talking. I own my own spice line, over 37 seasonings. That was going to be one of our trivia questions the other day, but I wasn't sure what the answer was. I found out today, though. I got my own spice line. I'm getting some new implants in, so I'm going to have $1 million smile. And, I don't have any issues or beefs with anybody about anything, and da-da-da-da. I got me a nice green egg in the back. I can cook for you all day. And all of that stuff came crashing down. So moving too fast too soon. Yeah, it was too fast too soon, because I guarantee you, in the beginning, which was just a few months ago, Tay did not plan on Carmen not actually being the owner of that house and actually having to get put out of it and move to Houston. She didn't plan on that. So you're right. It did move a lot faster than she wanted to. Tammy said, my grandma could cook. My grandma could get out her grave to cook better than her. Carmen's food looks so nasty to me. I would not eat her. Oh, Carmen looks so nasty to me. I would not eat her food. I mean, the way she was just talking, I'm going to show you guys a clip. It's coming up of her talking over the food with that mask on. First of all, unless it's an N95 mask, right? Just a regular cloth mask does not keep all the moisture from your nose and your mouth from being released into the air. It doesn't. All right. So yeah, just you breathing and talking. No, yuck. You find out the real person when you live with them. 100%. I have this saying about people and getting to know people that you're, around. If you really know a person, there are 3 hard and fast ways to know who that person is and how they are, what their real personality is, etc. What makes them tick, find out what you don't like about them, etc. I'm sorry, y'all, for my throat. Live with a person, okay? You find out everything you need to know about what you can't stand about them and who they are. Live with them, travel with them, go on vacation with someone, okay? I promise you, the real them will come out of you there for at least a week to 2 weeks. You'll find out it's like living with them almost, basically. So live with them, travel with them, and work with them. You work with someone closely on a daily basis, you will definitely know who they are and how they move, right? So I absolutely agree. You notice Tay got Rico 2 bedrooms? Yep, I did notice. Shit, Tay knows Crook will be staying at Rico's 2 bedrooms. We covered that yesterday, Sarita. So you're right. Scratching up my damn pots. LOL. That will get you kicked out my house for sure. Makita said the way I just spit out my tequila. Carmen likes to rub her hands on her pants while cooking. I think that's a nervous gesture. I've seen it too. She tugs at the bottom of her shirt a lot, especially when she's very nervous, and she rubs her hands on her pants, like you said, a lot too. It's nervous energy is what I think it is. I would not want to be Tay. Hell no. Crook better realize there's nothing like having your own home. You ain't lying. She's going to learn the hard way that micromanaging will get old real quick. Yep. Hi, Jeanette. Looking out her rose-colored glasses like her shit don't smell. You're right about that. You find out the real person when you live with them. Yep. Carmen always looks so nasty to me. Remember the dishes in the sink video? Yes. Let them know it's called respecting your elders. What the hell these people think, right? All right, let's get on to the next one. Yes, she was cooking bacon again in the oven. Okay. All right. So I just found that to be super, super funny. So then, Carmen's talking about her beautician and how, the lady who does her locks and how, yeah, I moved to Houston now. I haven't been able to find anyone. I'm going to have to fly all the way back to Atlanta just to get my hair done. Ma'am, what? Houston has some badass hairstylists out there. Bad, okay? Hairstylists, chefs, not cooks. Houston, I mean, it's Houston, Texas. So you have to fly. Excuse me, y'all. To me, this is just another example of her poor money management skills. You're going to fly all the way back to Atlanta, she said, once a month or something, whatever she said. And just to get your hair done, fly from Houston to Atlanta and back. And of course, she's going to, spend money in Atlanta doing whatever else she does. But then to go back, that's my grandmother called it asshole backwards, is what my grandmother would call it. That makes absolutely no sense at all. And it just gives us further insight to me on the bad or the poor choices that she makes with her money. Like, where's the money? This is these kind of choices you make, and I see why. Somebody said, exactly, Coach. My niece lives in Houston, Texas. Okay. I mean, it's Houston. You act like you going to some small ass hick town on the other side of the country somewhere, where they don't know. They don't do black hair. They never heard of locks. You're in Houston, Texas. I call that hustling backwards. I use that term a lot too, hustling backwards. Definitely. Okay. So let me show you. Play that video for you. Yeah, monkeys ain't about to stop no show over here, baby. I know a lot about your ass that I could put out there, but I won't. It is here and then here. Going to Houston, Texas to get your hair done. Unbelievable.
Y'all know Tay don't like her food touching. My food can touch. So I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all something else. Cactus Davis, thank you for 100 stars.
I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. I was trying to cue up the video in case you guys were wondering why you didn't hear any sound. Instead of playing the video of Tay not of Carmen saying, that she's gonna get her hair done somewhere else, tell her to wash her hands. I'm gonna play the clip first of Carmen talking about how she she wants stars. Like, if you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe. You're not a supporter. You're not a Chef Carmen supporter. Make sure you support me, and et cetera, et cetera. Listen to this. I can't believe that she's still begging for money, knowing that we all have eyes on her right now. I thought this was very, very, very bold of her to do. Hold on.
Y'all know Tay don't like her food touching. My food can touch. So I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all something else. Cactus Davis, thank you for 100 stars. Sharing is caring. Listen, guys, if you're not a Chef Carmen supporter, definitely hit the green badge to become a Chef Carmen supporter today. Share in the stars, and we're gonna turn up and get straight lit. Let's go from the window through a wall today, y'all. A-Town down, A-Town is up.
So y'all heard that? I mean, she's still asking for y'all to become a Chef Carmen supporter. The nerve of her asking for you. What support? What? Carmen, except for that little excursion you did driving across country just so you could start asking for money again. You had to film it all. We haven't seen you feed a homeless person and since Tay been on the scene. Not once. Not on your own. Except, again, the trip from Atlanta to Texas. And that was, again, to put in people's mind, oh, yeah, that's right. She did used to feed the homeless, If you are still subscribed to her, and a few of you have reached out to me, and you don't know how to unsubscribe, reach out to me, and I will definitely tell you how to do it. It's super simple. Go to the page, go to the little dots in the corner, and just unsubscribe. Coach, do you think that Chef put big money in Tay's account or used thousands of dollars to pay off Tay's bill, then moved in on her? All of the above, I think. She doesn't. She uses Cash App for her bank account. Who the hell keeps $25,000, $30,000 from the receipts that we did see in Cash App? Who does that? Except someone who doesn't have a bank account or who has one and the IRS is waiting to get their money out of it. Why is she wearing a mask? She has no teeth. She's covering up that Gerber baby smile. Meaning all gums. Carmen knew she wasn't going to buy that house. I think she used Tay to get her out of her situation and have a place to stay. That's why she asked her to marry her so fast. Ooh, she knew what she was doing. She's desperate to keep Tay because she doesn't have any other option. Wow. That's a good one. That's a very good one. Carmen has to move in with Tay. Carmen had her quit her job. Now Carmen gets to pay for her and Rico bills as promised. She will be broke real soon. Donna said, I don't believe Crook is a clean cook because she actually turned her camera on with those same pajamas she had on Takes Live Saturday night. I noticed that too. Oh, mushy mouth. I can't understand a word she says. The bell is in the corner and hit it. Yep. Can you all do me a favor? Can you make sure that you thumbs up this live? Give it a thumbs up, a heart, one of the emojis that hug the heart, surprise face, a smile. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Tay was money hungry, and now she is in chef's debt. I can tell you that Tay didn't foresee herself meeting someone, and then that person has to move in with her. A person that she's not even necessarily attracted to, has to move in with her because Tay was trying to get the bag, and with no strings attached, really. I mean, well, the whole marriage thing, there will be strings attached, but initially, before the proposal, she saw it as a come up, as a bag, chasing that bag, which she did. But then strings got to be attached. Feeding them the cheapest way, burgers and chips with water. Okay, yes, it's food, but she thought it was a 3-course meal. I mean, some food is better than no food. Again, I'm never gonna hate. I'm presenting y'all with what's happening and what my thoughts are, but reaching out, just to be saying something out of hate, spite, I'm not. Yeah, I think that serving them burgers, chips, and water was perfectly fine. I mean, it was better than nothing. But she definitely did it to get the viewers to see, oh, wait, oh, shit, that's right. She do feed the homeless. Let me go subscribe again. We ain't seen you feed the homeless at all in 6 months. When she told Latrice Allen she was washed up, I wonder what she thinks of herself now, karma. I'm sure those burgers were expired. Wow. Cook's going to F up Took's kitchen. Arguments brew over the high-ass gas bill. It's coming, sweetheart. Trust me. Tay's very materialistic. Even her mama said that. She said she likes nice. She likes, things that cost a lot, whatever. Cook's, like you said, Coach, they made for each other. They complement each other. Like you said, it won't be long. Tay don't want Carmen just the money. A gambling addict would more than likely use Cash App as a bank account. What kind of work? What kind of work to hide the transactions in the short term? PayPal, Cash App knows all Carmen dirty secrets because they have the paper trail for everything. Where she pulled Cash App, which state she was in when she did it, all of that. Even if she went back and tried to delete the records, they have it. They have an audit trail. Tay now see the bag is half empty and the other half belongs to boss lady. I'm waiting to see if Tay get on that food truck. The green egg can't even come to Took's house. Oh my God. All right, let's move on. So, speaking of Cash Apps, donations, and all that stuff, Tay has, from the very beginning, okay, she had, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, please, and the heart, the like, etc. Also, before I get into this next bit and show you the next clip, I'm monetized now on I keep wanting to say Yahoo, on YouTube, and I'm super happy about that because I put in I treat this like a job, as you all know. So you all will be able to send in what's called super chats. They're right at the bottom of your screen, like near the comment box, I think. So you're able to send in tips, all that kind of stuff. So it's like $1.99, $2.99, $5, $10, $20, different amounts, right? Nominal amounts that you all are able to send to me. And I think you can only do it when you are on live. So like now, when we're on here. So it's called Super Chat and it's a tip. So I would appreciate it. Let's see. So Tay has been getting lots and lots of, since the beginning, really. Thanks, Sarita. She's been getting lots of gifts from people, from day one. The fact that we now know what kind of stuff Crook does and how she moves and et cetera, and people are like pulling back and canceling subscriptions and, doing all this. The fact that there are still people out there who are sending these people money for what? What do they do when they get on camera? Nothing that I've seen. I mean, sit there and, talk, do what? Nothing. Just look through the camera and say, thank you for the stars. Just ridiculous. So I'm never going to put my P.O. box out. Now, that's one thing I'm not going to do. And people have asked for it before, like, hey, can you? No. A couple of people wanted to send me checks because they don't have Cash App or PayPal. No, I'm not going to send. No, I don't need free gifts. So look at Tay in all her glory, opening up all these gifts that these rules dummies be sending. I don't know, Donna. She might. Who knows? While I'm queuing this up, one thing that Tay said on her live today when I was going over to, get the material for here was like, I think she even says it in this clip, like, yeah, we playing games and other people playing games. I don't know who she's talking about. She's talking about us because I've been giving out stuff and gift cards and such to you all since, I basically started this, at least definitely when I got to 10,000 members. And that was before they start playing whatever games they play. More besides the point, I give stuff away in my games. Okay. Gift cards, money, gas cards, restaurant cards. I mean, I give all that stuff away that I buy out of my own pocket. What do y'all give away? Y'all don't give away shit, but put your Cash App up. That's it. So, talking about she want to play trivia. I don't even know if they play trivia or not over there. I don't. I know she does something with cards or something like that, but yeah, I don't copy off of anyone. I never have. I march to the beat of my own drum and always have and always will. Let's see, sort by modified. Okay. Here it is. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Hold on a second. I have to take one down. Remove you. Remove you. Sometimes it doesn't like when I have a lot of slides and stuff to show, but that's okay. Here we go.
I like the little fur around the reindeer.
Did you say Nevaeh might be riding around in one of them?
Yeah. Annie Ray, thank you for 100 stars. Tasha Wright, Nally Renee. Love to see you guys with peace and happiness.
Ooh.
Oh, that's crazy.
A rose gold fedora.
That's wow. Who sent that?
Oh, it doesn't say. I was looking. It doesn't say. I don't know who this came from. It just came from.
Yeah, Nevaeh and got into the national.
Okay. All right. I'm going to look at this in a second. Oh. How beautiful. Rose gold headphones.
Wow. But baby, you already got some headphones. You gonna give me your...
My other headphones are not rose gold. Because I was trying to buy some rose gold beats when I bought those. And so now I'll let you go ahead and use those.
I can have your old ones.
Oh, these are nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I don't know who these came from. Because there's no name. Oh my gosh. I don't know who these came from.
Are we wrapping these?
I'm not wrapping these.
We just gonna have them since we should.
I will put them under the tree in a bag, but I'm not wrapping. I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Miss Debbie, I got problems over here.
You from Sonia Hall. Thank you, love. Thank you so much. Uh-oh. And a tabletop arcade game. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Y'all know Tay got everybody starting to play games on their channel.
What? You said I'm starting to have everybody play games on their channel?
Yeah, you started game night playing games with it. Now other people are doing it.
Oh, that's good. There's nothing wrong with being an innovator.
A leader.
No?
Let me pause right there. I want to pause and then I'll let it keep playing. Baby, it ain't. Y'all got me out here talking crazy. It ain't a damn thing you do on your channel that we do over here at all. All right? So maybe she's talking about other people. I have no idea. But we did have our trivia night, which means, of course, they stalk this page all the time, clearly. Once again, I've never seen you ask people questions the way that I ask people questions and have actual trivia, okay? And bring them on screen and ask them the question and give them a time limit and give them a gift. What the fuck? Where have you done that? You've never done that, ever, because you can't think that far ahead. You can't think like that at all. All you can do is the very basic and minimum things, which is play those little cards that y'all do and ask for money in the meantime. I didn't even post my Cash App up last night at all, or since I did the interview. I haven't even, if y'all notice, I haven't even mentioned my Cash App information once since I've done that interview at all. So copy what from you? An innovator, girl. Stop. Let me resume. Hold on.
And revolutionize your life.
Francis, thank you for 150 stars. Thank you, Ava.
How many people we got on our live tonight?
891.
All right, that's awesome. Talk. I don't know what travel, what place we're going to talk about next week, but we're going to do travel talk. Oh my God. Oh, this is going to be amazing. Oh, heck yeah. Oh.
We were just talking about love and basketball.
We sure.
Because I want to.
Number is on there because that's what the lady told me that the box number was. They're going to start because they're such a small stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So tons of gifts. It was so many. I didn't even want to sit through all of it. Right? I don't want gifts. So before people are like, oh, she's jealous because she ain't getting no gifts. I've never put up my P.O. box. And I've been asked many times. I don't want people to send me gifts. Save that money. Invest it in your child, your children, your life. You know what I'm saying? Learn a new trade, something. Buy yourself something nice. Don't send me a gift and you're giving me money and cash apps and stars and everything else. Nah, I'm not that greedy. All right. And then you have people in the comments, like sometimes they'll be like, oh, you just like Crook and them. You weren't asking for money. You wasn't collecting money and you wasn't charging for things. And now you want to. I want to see you people get on a platform and spend as much time as not just me, just people in general, influencers or whatever you call us, for free. You wouldn't be able to do it with interesting, intelligent conversation, not just for me. I mean, for my teammates. They're very intelligent people. Very intelligent people. They're engaging and they can see through the BS. So let me see you. If it was easy, you would be doing it. Where's your platform? And if you have one, how many followers you have on it? And what amount of time does it take you to get it? Like, people are so critical about things that is absolutely hilarious to me. But yeah. Somebody said hustling at its finest. It's just something about take that doesn't sit well with me. I mean, I agree. Why are they sending an almost 50-year-old healthy, able-bodied woman gifts? That's really weird to me. I mean, because she asked for them. She puts her P.O. box out there. You got me cracking up. They done made you bad. These hoes can't make me mad. When I close out this little blue app, I go on and live my life. I don't even think about what's happening on the blue app, So I log back in. This is like an alternate universe. Really? It really is. This blue app and all of my teammates, everybody, all the cousins across the internet, this is like an alternate universe. Nothing in this is really real to me. I mean, except a couple of things. But I don't let this app stress me at all. outside of when I'm on here and you see me getting like heated or whatever, that's just for this moment. Because once I close out, it's done. This universe is closed down. I'm back to reality, baby. They're so fake. They irritate the hell out of me. Crook can sell the gifts. Took don't like cheap shit. Yep. I'll send her some shit in a box. Ooh, wait. Ooh, wait. People got millions of followers and get gifts, cash apps, and nobody don't complain. Why is your platform a problem? Come on, Angela. I don't know. Come on now. Exactly. Let's see. Tay is realizing she was wrong about the bag, and Boss Lady, the one with the coins, she snagged the wrong homie this time, but we know she does homies, so stay tuned. Ooh. Oh. Took is going to treat Crook like a live-in maid that lives in the basement with her green egg. Wow. How come you don't have stars? You have to be on Facebook 60 days to have stars. Regardless of whatever your numbers are, it's a 60-day requirement. I've been on Facebook for 15 years, but this page has only been around a few weeks. So you have to have a little over a month now. You have to have 60,000 followers before you can do stars. But that's, yeah. John said fake, fake, fake. Sometimes I believe Tay isn't in this alone. Seems like someone else is behind the scenes to break up the friendship between Crook and Karina and the business, because the business was rising to greater. So someone wanted to stop the show. Was it McCormick or Laura? McCormick who? Laura who? I mean, it's McCormick and it's Laurie's. Hey y'all, I don't want you to forget about the flow chart. I'm going to be putting it up in the room, the process, the channel, but don't try to do it by yourself. Meaning the report for Lakeisha Jenkins for Florida to the Department of Health. Reach out to me so that we can get it together and send it through. I know at least one person who let me just say is a legal eagle that we need to. I'm going to aggravate all the information that you guys give me, give it over to that person and let them send it through. So don't try to do it by yourself. Reach out to me and send me all the screenshots, all the text messages, everything. I mean, I'm sure she's over there laughing and she thinks it's a joke, but baby, you playing with your livelihood. I wouldn't do it, but you know, it just shows how simple-minded you are. They're going to send Rico to the flea market to hustle those cheap gifts that are beneath her. No, but they might send him out there to hustle up them spices. See, Carmen thinks she's slick. You know what? As I'm thinking about it, she insisted that Rico move with her out of his comfort zone, which is Atlanta, with his friends. You know, we saw that he actually does have friends. Those guys were talking about how they were going to miss him. Take him out of Atlanta and move him to Houston with her, because he's the mixologist for the spices. You see, yeah, he's the one. He's the master spice mixologist. All right, and Crook knows that, and she's going to try to recreate those spices again out there, and you know, he'll be right there to mix them up for her. That just occurred to me. Is it really her name? I heard the name. Is that really her name? Is what really her name? They're going to send Rico to the fleet. Oh, we read that one already. I give this relationship 3 to 5 months tops. Ooh. Who do we petition to get you monetized? So here's the issue with my monetization. I've reached all my numbers, you know, checked all the boxes long ago. The issue is, and I think I told you all, I know that I did. I had a conversation with an exec from Facebook about the blowing up of those 2 rooms that I couldn't get in to put you all into to show the video with Auntie, the live. And one of the things that I was told, which I kind of figured, is Facebook/Meta, they had a massive, massive layoff, right? I mean, tons of people, thousands of people. It might have been over 100,000. It was a lot of people. Excuse me. And my page, because it has reached the heights that it has in a couple of weeks, right? So in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, I was at 10,000 members. And usually that doesn't happen. Usually you have to, before you become monetized, you have to have 10,000 members, be on 30 days, sorry, be on at least a month. But I got the numbers, but I wasn't on for 30 days. So that prompted a manual review. Like, how did she get, all these numbers? Not me, but anyone who has a million followers or whatever. So they have to do a manual review to make sure that you haven't run ads. And y'all can look on my page. That's part of the transparency they have. You can see I've never run ads ever. That is public information. You search through my ad enough. And you can tell because like my numbers have been going up as opposed to people who buy viewers. Like people are like, why am I on this page? And they leave. So they want to make sure that you're getting your views organically. They didn't say that, but that's basically what they mean. People are joining your page basically because they want to, not because you bought some package to buy 1 million viewers, or followers, sorry. So they have to do a manual review. That's just one of the reasons alone. So I understand it. And because they laid off so many people within the last few weeks or month, this is taking longer than it normally typically would or should, is how it was explained to me. So, and I'm okay with that. I understand that. I haven't heard Crook promoting the I Got You seasoning brand since she arrived in Houston. Me either. I wonder what Crook did with that robot Santa that she had last year. I didn't see that. I must have missed that. I see how Boss Lady is selling everything they have. The cookbook was half off. I wonder what she has up her sleeve. I don't know. Can you believe after Chef did all of that traveling, moving, feeding the homeless with no help from Tay, is up the next morning feeding Tay in bed? Wow. She got to keep that performance up. One thing about Tay, baby, she loves bacon. She loves to eat, period. She's a foodie, right? And nothing's wrong with that, but she stumbled across a person who could feed that, that desire all the time. So cook the Crook better get ready, because if you don't like cooking deep down, your ass is in for a rude awakening, meaning Crook. People stand up for crooks. You a good lady. They don't stand for good. That's true. Somebody needs to send Crook some teeth so she can stop wearing that mask. Lord have mercy. I bet that mask smell like a dead body. Tate is highly functional and blinded by greed. Crook doesn't function on a high level and is blinded by lust. Yes, Deborah, you got it. Something I believe. Tate isn't this alone. We read that one. Hi, Antoinette Pickens. Good morning. Going out of business sale. I didn't hear anything about that. That's for real. Good night, baby girl. Med time. Leg and back hurting. All right. Enjoy your meds. Good night. I hope you feel better, Alva. I'm thinking that it's about to be a big change. Possibly. I mean, the fact that Crook pulled out with that brand, the shrink wrapped trailer saying I got you, da da da. And we did see the statement from Boss Lady saying that, she agreed to give it to her, et cetera, et cetera. Boss Lady is a better person than most. I'm gonna say that. She's a better person than most. Because after you called me a snake and tried to sabotage the business by messing up the brand and X, Y, and Z and blah, 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 she still gave that girl the equity out of that house. Why would Crook get the equity? That's like if you're renting a house from someone. Let's say you rented a house, right? Or condo or whatever. And the owner is like, all right, well, you've been here a year. I'm going to sell the house. They're not going to give you the equity that the house has in it. Absolutely not. Like you were a renter, and Carmen was a renter. She didn't put any money down. And it wasn't her credit. They got the house. Oh, Lord, not a dead body. Yeah. I work with dead bodies. And if her mouth smells like a dead body, she better get some self-help. Seriously. They use Rico food stamps to buy them damn burgers. Passing out water. Where those lemonades at? She's not giving out lemonades, baby. Okay. I can say so much about this brand and the business, but I won't, just because I know that, she won't be part of, I figure she won't be part of the picture soon. So I don't want to damage her company. that she's not even going to be a part of. No, I'm not going to do that. She's living in a $500,000 house, driving a $40,000 Jeep, taking lavish trips. First of all, that condo that Crook's Took's living in, again, we live in an overinflated market right now. That condo 3 years ago, before everything happened, before COVID, would be less than half that. It'd probably be about 215, 220 easily. I mean, her property taxes when she first bought the house, like right before, the COVID thing, or right around that time, were substantially lower than they are now. Tay's property taxes every year is 10,000 plus. All right. And when she first bought that home, which was just a couple of years ago, the year before last, her taxes were like $3,000. They were substantially lower. I know because I looked it up. And I will say, yet again, her taxes have been paid for the full year. I'm not a hater. I'm here to report the truth, not make up shit. Does Crook still have the business with Boss Lady? I don't know. Lakeisha Jenkins, is that the one called Laquita? No. I'll post her information. I'm gonna post her name, her picture, all that stuff. I have it in my phone. You guys have it too, because you send it to me all the time. Oh, I missed the statement from Boss Lady, but she doesn't go by Lakeisha Jenkins. She goes by Lakeisha Brooks. But I did some digging and found out that your name is actually Jenkins on your nursing license. Boss Lady wants to rid herself of Crook. She doesn't need the money more than she wants her peace. Absolutely. There's nothing like having peace. You cannot buy peace at all. It's priceless. I read somewhere Boss Lady is worth over $8 million. Probably more than that. Who knows? Excuse me. I have noticed Tay tries to get not too close to Crook and probably makes her wear that mask all the time and makes her sleep downstairs. Boss Lady is brilliant. She's demonstrating that she has operated in extreme good faith without malice. And when the lawsuit proceeds, she'll win quite easily, I say. I have smart teammates on this page, all right? This is what I'm talking about. The critical thinking skills, the ability to think outside the box, the ability to see the big picture. We don't get caught up in all that minutia on my page. I've never seen anyone on this page ever talk bad about Ari and her page, ever. I've never seen one bad comment about that girl or her page on our page, because we're different over here. But when I went to her page before it got yanked, all I would see was comments about us, the teammates, me. I mean, totally different class of people. Very, very smart teammates on this page. She is Boss Lady. It bears repeating. Boss Lady is brilliant. She is demonstrating that she has operated in extreme good faith. Meaning, she's given her the truck. Okay, she let her take it with her to Texas. She's given her the equity out the house and everything else that she did that we don't even know about behind the scenes. That is called extreme good faith without malice. And when the lawsuit proceeds, she'll win quite easily. Exactly. Meanwhile, what has Carmen been doing? Making videos, calling names, harassing her, bullying her. You want to talk about a bully? Bullying Boss Lady and her family and everybody else. Yeah, it'll be a slam dunk if it proceeds. Country Time should be the name of the lemonade. All right, IB Barnes, thank you so much for joining tonight. I appreciate it. Somebody said, I think you're absolutely correct. And that was about the good faith comment. Yep, I agree. A Boss Lady offering will play in her best interest in the lawsuit. Exactly. I totally agree. Boss Lady's very smart. Crook has lost a valued friend and partner. Listen. Okay. Listen up. Come closer. I'm going to tell you something. Having a solid friend in your circle is priceless. It's absolutely priceless. It is, you can't find people who are operating without, an MO, you know what I'm saying? Without some type of motive, who's not really in it, for their own selfish reasons. It's like solid friends are very, very, very good, hard to find. People who won't sabotage you, even, inadvertently, like what Took's friend is doing, Lakeisha, not Brooks, Jenkins is doing, for Tay. That's not a friend to me. Like, you you about to lose your whole livelihood, or at least be called to the carpet for it. And if I wanted to proceed with Took and whoever, whatever else nurse that comes up that be on Tay's page, I could pursue against them as well, because I'm sure that they may have something to do with, they may not. I don't know. That'll be for the board to figure out. But right now, my focus is on Jenkins. But having a solid friend is absolutely priceless. Liquor farts from Carmen will get her put out quickly. Liquor farts. What does a liquor fart smell like? I've never drank. I mean, I drink like during New Year's. I might nurse a mixed drink, but I don't drink outside of that. Never have. So I don't know what a liquor fart smells like. I'm happy you go live in the morning because I work at night. I'm happy you're happy. Preach, solid friends, priceless. I'm trying to tell you. Let me say this before I bounce. Took did an interview with a lady named Lena on Friday. She didn't show her face. Instead, she had a picture up of a young lady named Shanquilla who was killed in Mexico. We all know what happened to the young lady who was killed in Mexico. I'm sure y'all know the story. On the picture, it had Justice for. Under the picture, Took put her name. Blocked out Shanquilla's name. I felt that was so disrespectful. This just shows how insensitive she is, and I have no respect for her at all. Thank you for that, Ms. Barnes. So what Ms. Barnes is saying is that I guess Took Tay was having an interview with somebody named Lena. I have no idea. I haven't seen the interview, and I have no idea who the person is. And she said that Ms. Barnes said that instead of, so they used the young lady who was murdered, right, in Mexico, Shanquilla. They used her picture, and you know how people are like, justice for Trayvon Martin, justice for Shanquilla, justice for, different people who were murdered. They used Shanquilla's picture, but they put justice for Tay. And Ms. Barnes finds that extremely disrespectful and insensitive, and just stupid, on so many levels, to compare what you're going through, people calling you out and putting a spotlight on you on the internet, to a young lady using her life brutally in Mexico. All right. There's no comparison, not even remotely, between the two. And I can understand how outraged you are by that. And I feel the same. Someone said, I think Ashley is smart. She's about to partner up with her and do some big things. What a win for Ashley. What gets me is that Took haven't lost friends or family members, but Crook has lost everything and friends in between. I've talked about that. Absolutely. Not liquor farts. Boss lady has to make an executive decision to save her business and reputation. I mean, I sent you that, Nandy. You did you? Somebody else sent it to me too. I get a lot of stuff. So if you sent it to me, Nancy, thank you for sending it. But I promise you, I probably gotten that same thing about 15 times. Y'all keep me up to date with what's going on out there, because I don't have the time to do it. I don't even have the interest to do it. And that was what Boss Lady was to Carmen, a good friend. I'm going to miss that friendship, because she's going to realize how much of a true friend Boss Lady was to her. Tay is an overt narcissist. She's very insensitive. Absolutely. Someone said, wow, to the picture and the whole justice for Tay. How dare you put that on your page with that young lady's? We wouldn't even be talking about this if you used your own picture and put justice for Tay. That would be bad enough. But to use a lady who was brutally murdered, viciously, and have a picture up there and compare it to what you're supposedly going through, with everybody putting a spotlight on her. These people, you ain't seen a fool till you seen an educated fool, is what my grandmother used to say. Carmen is covert. She's so dumb and she doesn't know. I saw that. It's so freaking disrespectful. Judy said about the picture and Tay's the whole, I couldn't believe that my mouth was wide open. I hope somebody report that. page. Y'all go and do that. Well, teammates, the time has come for me to say goodnight. Good night, my love. Pleasant dreams. That's what Miss Hollis says when she's signing out. I love that lady. I hope you all have a peaceful and blessed sleep. Thank you. Damn, it's over. It's almost 900 people on this page, and it's 4:12 in the morning between Facebook and YouTube. Does that mean Took will do anything for likes and views? I wouldn't want something. That's why she named her boss lady, because she's smart and a boss. I mean, yeah. Stay tuned for the eviction of Carmen. Oh, we're gonna be following this story. Please no. All right, you all. A lot of my day oneers and fiercely devoted teammates are saying goodnight and they're signing off. We've been on for about 2 hours. We were right at that 2-hour mark. I really, really appreciate all the input. I appreciate you all, all of the teammates, and for engaging on the page and for being able to think freely and outside the box and being critical thinkers and not just reading what broads put up to try to, disparage people or to make themselves appear in a certain way that's absolutely not true, by making up lies and just talking shit about people. Like, I appreciate you guys' ability to see past and through that and, not be swayed by ridiculous stuff like that. So, again, on the way out, if you can hit the like button, if you haven't already, the heart, the smiley face, etc., I would appreciate it. Also on YouTube, if you can do that as well, go ahead and give us this live a like. And you all good night. Did you see the live with Danelle? I don't know who that is. I have no idea. But I need to rest my voice because I have a lot of stuff to do today. Gift cards. I've already sent out the gift cards to people who wanted them electronically. You already have the number and all that stuff that I gave out the other day. The other gift cards, I will be dropping them in the mail tomorrow. Today. Like the Exxon and all the other stuff. So be on the lookout for your gift cards, hopefully by the end of the week. Here in the state of Illinois, background check. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.